Hi everyone, I'm Shi Jie Hew. Today, I will be presenting a sustainability-focused case study on Croc Park, home of the Gaelic Athletic Association GAA. With over 82,000 seats, Croc Park is the largest stadium in Ireland, and it is on a bold mission, which is to become the first zero-carbon stadium in the world, while maintaining its impressive zero-waste status. As a major venue that hosts everything from championship games to international concerts, Croke Park naturally has a big environmental footprint. In this presentation, I will walk you through the main sustainability challenges Croke Park is facing, the solutions already being put in place, and some strategic recommendations based on a SWOT analysis. Now, let's begin by the four major environmental challenges for Croke Park and solutions for each problem. Croke Park, as one of the largest stadiums, it faces significant challenges in its journey towards sustainability. One of the biggest concerns is energy consumption and carbon emissions. Since running huge events take a lot of power, reducing energy or rely solely on renewable energy is a major challenge. Currently, the stadium is working to replace traditional lighting with energy-efficient LED bulbs. To totally address this issue, smart energy management is significant for Croke Park. A report from Sky Sports in 2022 showed that the stadium is conducting feasibility studies on solar panels, which could make a huge differences. Furthermore, transportation emissions are another major concern. Croke Park actively promotes sustainable travel options for event attendees, such as using public transport, walking, or cycling. However, many attendees still rely on private vehicles, leading to increased carbon footprints. While public transport options exist, unreliable real-time updates and accessibility issues discourage many fans from using them, especially for Dublin Bus, as reported by Transport for Ireland in 2023. To promote sustainable travel, Croke should improve collaboration with public transport providers for more efficient and timely services. The government should also take action to improve transportation infrastructure to achieve this. Another critical issue is water and waste management. With thousands of visitors at every single event, the stadium generates large amounts of waste, including single-use plastics and food waste. To minimize its environmental impact, Croke Park is introducing reusable alternatives to replace plastics and increasing the number of recycling stations around the stadium. On the water side, a lot is used for pitch care, sanitation, and hospitality service. The installation of a rainwater harvesting system is recommended since Ireland experiences frequent rainfall throughout the year. Blanchard mentioned that this may help reduce fresh water usage. Last but not least, carbon offsetting and sustainable construction remain areas for improvement. The stadium currently lacks strong carbon offset program, and sustainable building materials have not been widely implemented in renovations. To address this, Croke Park should invest in tree planting initiatives to absorb carbon emissions and prioritize low carbon materials like bamboo or locally sourced timber in future projects. These efforts will further reduce the stadium's environmental impact and contribute to long-term sustainability. Let's explore the SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This will help us understand both the advantages Croke Park has and the challenges it faces in becoming a truly sustainable stadium. Let's begin with the strengths. Croke Park already has a solid foundation when it comes to environmental responsibility. It was the first stadium in the world to achieve the certification for environmental management. It has also achieved zero waste to landfill, meaning that all the waste now is either recycled, reused, or recovered. Additionally, the fan base is already environmentally conscious, which supports the stadium's efforts in promoting greener choices during events. However, there are weaknesses that need attention. One major issue is the high cost of implementing sustainable infrastructure, such as solar panels and low carbon building materials, which can be a barrier to quick progress. There's also a reliance on external funding resources, which might not always be stable. On top of that, measuring long-term sustainability results can be difficult, making it challenging to track progress accurately and adjust strategies effectively. Looking at the opportunities, Grow Park has a chance to strengthen its partnership with public transport providers, green technology companies, and eco-friendly sponsors. These collaborations can bring in the resources and expertise needed to upgrade infrastructure and improve energy efficiency. There's also growing government support for climate initiatives in Ireland, which the stadium can tap into for grants and incentives. Additionally, engaging fans through green campaigns can create a ripple effect and influence more sustainable behavior. Finally, we have the threats. Technological limitations and high investment costs may slow down progress. There's also the risk that carbon offset programs could not become too complex or controversial, especially if not well managed. And while the public is generally supportive of green initiative, any significant changes like reduced car access or higher ticket prices to fund improvement could lead to pushback. To wrap up, Grove Park has already made significant progress in its sustainability journey, from zero waste to landfill to exploring renewable energy. It's proving that large-scale venues can lead the way in environmental responsibility. But to become the first truly zero-carbon stadium, further action is needed. We recommended six strategies in this poster. 1. Introduce private shuttle buses from major transport hubs to the stadium. 2. Expand renewable energy use with solar panels and energy storage systems. 3. Improve public transport integration, including real-time updates and shuttle services. 4. Strengthen carbon offsetting through tree planting and certified carbon credits. 5. Use sustainable construction materials in all future upgrades and retrofits. 6. Build strong partnerships with green technology companies and sponsors to fund and support innovation. With these steps and the continued support of community, Croke Park can serve as a global model for sustainable sport venue. If you are interested in learning more, feel free to scan the QR code on the poster. It links to full reference list and a comparison case study on Tottenham Stadium. That's all for today's presentation. Thank you for your attention.